How's it going, guys? Welcome to another video. We're going to be going over the top 5 stocks to sell options on. So as you guys know, this channel is all about safer options, safer investing, and we love selling options, specifically cashier puts. So these are going to be the top 5 stocks that are reasonably priced that you guys can get into to sell some options. As you can see, we do have one option contract here. We sold Amazon $100 cash put, and of course, it's gonna be pretty good. We're gonna win on this trade and collect a really nice premium of around $130 or so. So really good trade there. Amazon is looking still like a very good buy in the long run, so you can continuously do the wheel option strategy on Amazon. It's only going to require around $13,000 or $12,000 of collateral, but if you're selling options, you should have that amount of money anyway. So Amazon is going to be our first stock on the list. And of course, next we have Meta Platforms, also known as Facebook. Did pretty poorly from earnings, so it's down 5% today. But Meta Platforms is still at a reasonably priced stock. One of the big tech companies is still pretty relevant, even though they have been struggling recently. But yeah, for this stock, it's going to be similarly priced. All these stocks are going to be within the $10,000 to $20,000 range. So if you don't have that much collateral, then you can't really sell options on these unless you do some credit spreads. But this is going to be pure cash geared puts or covered calls. So assuming you can afford around 100 shares of these stocks. So Meta Platforms is going to require $16,000 of collateral, but it is a good stock to do the wheel strategy on, especially since it's down so much. You're really getting a stock for very cheap. It's actually negative in the past 5 years, which is pretty crazy to think about, especially since it had highs of almost $400 per share. This is a stock that you definitely should do the wheel option strategy on. And especially if the metaverse for Meta Platforms becomes relevant, this stock is definitely going to the moon. Next stock on the list is going to be, of course, Google, which did a 20-for-1 stock split, just like Amazon. So similarly priced to Amazon. It is down 15% in the past year, but it is a pretty healthy stock. As we can see, the past 5 years, it's up 131%, even with this market downturn. So that's pretty good news to see. Generally, the trend for Google is going to be upwards, like Amazon. A pretty safe stock and pretty safe bet to sell cash care puts on the stock. Next stock on our list is going to be, of course, Apple, and Apple is going to be a dividend-paying stock at 0.5%. So owning shares of the stock is going to give you some pretty nice quarterly income because you are going to get dividends every 3 months. As we can see, similar to Google, and actually this is the best looking stock on our list. As you can see, in the past 5 years, it is up 330%. So this is a good stock to sell cash care puts on, and the good news is it's reasonably priced at the $162 per share. So some of you guys can sell options on this stock. If you guys don't know how to sell options, comment down below, and I can make a tutorial on how to make or set up a cash care put or a covered call, also known as a wheel strategy. Next stock on our list is going to be Nvidia. It is down quite a bit from its all-time highs, which is around $350 per share. So it's around down 50% from that. But overall, Nvidia is pretty good, as we can see. Past 5 years, up 300%. At its peak, it was up almost 700%, which is pretty crazy to think about. But it is having a pretty healthy pullback. And this is a good stock to sell puts on, just because it is within that the $100 to $200 price point, which is really the sweet spot what I'm looking for when selling cash gear puts. So you could do the wheel strategy on any of these stocks. So let's recap. We got Amazon, we got Meta Platforms, we got Google, we got Apple, and of course we have Nvidia. So really solid, big name tech companies to sell options on.